Yeah, I mean, it can start really early. There's so many reasons for this. I mean, one is that there's been some studies where, like, the average ADHD child receives, I forget what the number is. I didn't look that up, but like, 20 negative messages for every one positive message that
Mm,
they receive. And so, starting even when you're a child, the whole process of being a parent is that you're correcting a child, but an ADHD child might need many more corrections. And then it's just over time, especially as you mature, you start to feel like, what's wrong with me? You even have that own internal voice of, why can't I do this? Or I didn't mean to do that. And then you feel a lot of regret. And there was a book that was written in the 90s called You Mean I'm Not Crazy, Stupid, or Lazy? Like, that was the title of the book,
mhm,
because ADHD people are often called lazy or stupid because they seem like they have trouble. And ADHD often has comorbidities, is what they
mhm,
call it, but it can be learning disabilities or slow processing, other things that make it very challenging for an ADHD person to perform. And it's additionally complicated by the fact that we can also sometimes, when it's something we're very interested in, we can hyper focus, and like everything else, all distractions fall away, and we can get very focused on something and we can perform very well. But we that's not really volitional. It's
mhm,
like it just is something that we happen to be interested in, and we can't force ourselves to do that.
mhm.
And so anyway, stigma develops because we often have kind of a perfectionist streak as well. We beat ourselves up, and then we receive a lot of negative feedback from just society at large, and the expectations and like another example being forgetful. Like,
Mm,
you forget someone's birthday, and like you don't mean to, or you mean to send them a card but you didn't get it off in time, or whatever. And then people will think that you're being rude, or you're being just selfish, uncaring. And so it can come across that way, and then we feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to, and you end up apologizing a lot. And so all of this, you end up beating yourself up a lot for stuff,
mm,
and maybe getting negative feedback from authority figures, friends, parents, teachers, whatever. Jobs, you could lose a job, because you weren't performing up to par, and all of that ends up building there can be a lot of negativity or a lot of judgment against yourself